roster this week, and he'll have a role. How much he plays, I can't tell you. It depends on what the packages are. But he will join us this week.
Is that related to what happened in Gatineau and everything like? It's still part of the dealing with the fallout from that?
Anytime that you come off the roster for whatever reasons, there's times that you have to work your way back. So, we've had some other guys in there. We've given them a chance, and it's still ongoing. As far as missing the meetings and all that. So he'll work his way back.
Corey, you've taken a different approach sometimes with players. Dwight last year, trying to get through with a certain message. What have you done with Taj here in the last week or so since this has gone on to maybe try and get a certain message? Maybe not even with football, maybe just within life in general.
Well, the first thing about it is, each one of these guys, me being the head coach, that's the football part, but me being, mentor to some of these guys just in how to, live life, how to also do it as a football player or a coach. The biggest thing I tried to stress to him, and the biggest thing I talked to him about, is just what he mentioned. He is a father, he is a son, and a lot of people are depending on him, not only on the field but off the field. So it doesn't matter what the situation is. You have to make sure that you're thinking about the others, not so much yourself, but the others, and how you affect the people who are really dependent on you.
He sounds grateful to still be on the team. Will he have conditions going forward?
Yeah, there's conditions there, and what I mean by that is, he knows, that anything with the judicial system and things like that, we're not going to tolerate. He knows where he is with that, But you talk about Taj being grateful. Taj is a great young man. He's very remorseful and a lot of different things, but he has a great heart, and he wants to do the right thing. I can honestly say that. But like I told him, is we shouldn't have to answer questions about those things again. So it's not just about wanting to do the right thing. It's about actually doing the right thing all the time, especially being high profile or whoever you are. You can't just do the right thing when people are looking. You got to do it all the time.
Did you think about not keeping him on the team? Did you possibly releasing him after meeting with him?
Oh, there's always a possibility, but I don't rush to judgment on anything. And it's not so much the whole story. It's just about, where that person is, what's their thoughts and exactly what they've done. It's a lot of different things that goes into it. That's always on the list of things that I can do. But, at the end of the day, it wasn't a rushed decision like, hey, I got to do it now. Like I said, there's a lot of good things still in Taj that Taj needs to get out of him as a player and also as a person.
Is this the best football you've seen from John Chick in a long time?
John's playing at a very high level. Like I said, John should have played in the 80s. The way he plays is just nonstop. So I really like the way he's playing. I think that he's a part of the energy on our team that's getting the energy going ahead in the right direction. So he's playing phenomenal.
Corey, coaches aren't hired and kept hired to be nice guys. You're hired to win games. But how much does the human side of you kick in and the team aspect, not so much a team winning games, but a family aspect comes into this when you're kind of taking Taj in?
I strive on not being a nice guy, actually. I strive on winning, but at the same time, I think the biggest part of winning is if you can nurture and grow that man off the field, he'll be better on the field. So that's just a part of winning. Our mantra, our deal is win all day, every day, and all that we do. So I can't just coach them on the field. I want the guys to be a complete player. And like I said, the better they are as a person, the better they're going to be as a player.
How confident are you he's not going to get another strike against him? Like this one here, he knew he understood the terms of his release, and he still did something that wasn't that smart.
I'm not Jesus. I mean, I just, my job is my job. My job is to, as long as they're here under any given thing, I'm going to, one, be a good coach to them and make sure they're better players. And as long as I'm the head coach, I'm going to make sure each man here is a better man than when he met me.
Well, you didn't have curfews on the road. Will Taj have different rules on future road trips?
No, it's the same as all those guys. Now, there's a curfews on the road. We were there for an extended period of time. So, during those regular work days, that's just like when they're at home, so I can't control that. But when it comes up to the game and pregame and all that, then those guys will have it. After the games, there's never a curfew. That's in any sport. They just have to be there for the next day. He just has to be smart with his life decisions. If I have to put rules on everyone, then and govern them, then we won't be great on the field anyway.
Where's your trust level with Taj right now?
The trust level, like anything else, when somebody takes steps back, they have to earn that trust again. He knows that, and they all understand that. Is you can't put yourself in that situation. I'm trusting. I trust your actions more than I do your words. So where he is right now is, he knows what he has to do to earn that trust back.